films. The transition from comic books to film adaptations can sometimes be tricky, but one thing that I love about movie adaptations is the fact that there's so much room left for change. You can hide messages and add little Easter eggs into the movies better than you can in comic books. And today, we're going to be looking at some of these hidden messages that you probably missed in Marvel movies. Number 1. Spider-Man: Homecoming is one of the newest Marvel movies, and it has a fair few Easter eggs hidden within it. One that is hidden very well is an image of Bruce Banner. If you look closely, you can see the photo of Banner in Parker's classroom on the wall. If you look to the far right of the wall, alongside Albert Einstein and other great scientists, there will be a picture of Banner, which is a great little Easter egg that was hidden perfectly in this amazing movie. Number 2. In Thor: Ragnarok, we get to see Loki's play, and within it, we see Matt Damon, Luke Hemsworth, and Sam Neill play the characters. Damon played Loki, Hemsworth played Thor, and Neill played Odin. Each of the actors made the characters their own, adding some great comedy to an already great movie. Obviously, the real Marvel characters couldn't play themselves, and so other big names took a part in the play, but it was still great. Number 3. In Black Panther, we see T'Challa, Nakia, and Okoye arrive at a casino so they could get on with some business. During this scene, there's a moment where you can notice all three of them standing on a balcony, and their outfits are actually representing the Pan-African flag, which is made up of 3 horizontal lines of red, black, and green, which were the colors these characters were wearing at the time. Number 4. In the comics, Killmonger had a pet jaguar named Prey, and within the MCU, we actually get a reference towards this pet. When Killmonger defeats T'Challa, he inherits his own Black Panther suit, which looks different from the original. Apparently, his suit is a tribute to his comic book sidekick, but they, unfortunately, didn't make an appearance within this movie. The suit incorporates leopard print, which was clearly a shout out towards Prey. Number 5. One thing that Marvel Studios loves to do is add additional clips to the end of movies after the credits are shown. So true fans can witness something they wouldn't see unless they stayed until after the credits were over. In Iron Man 2, we get a look at Thor's hammer for the first time. This was a nod towards the future of the Avengers, and it's a little Easter egg that you probably missed because not many people stay until after the credits of a movie, if we're being honest. Number 6. The first Avengers film is a pretty important movie in the Marvel Universe, that goes without saying. Within this movie, we get to see Tony Stark discuss rebuilding his tower for the Avengers. The hints were pretty plentiful, because on the table right in front of him, there were blueprints, and each of them had a logo on the top right-hand corner that was connected to each member of the Avengers. It was clear that he was planning to rebuild Stark Towers with the Avengers in mind. Number 7. If you haven't read the Marvel comics, then there are quite a lot of Easter eggs that you've probably missed because of this. In Captain America: The First Avenger, there is a very clear nod towards Marvel's original character, the Human Torch. In the World's Fair scene, there's a brief shot of a character inside of a glass case. Clearly, this was a nod towards the original Human Torch from the comics, and he was on display for everybody to see. Number 8. The original Iron Man cartoon had a very specific tune in it, or a jingle as some may call it, and you can actually hear it throughout the films. In Iron Man, you can hear the theme song played several times. You can hear it as Rodney's ringtone when Tony Stark calls him. I think it's a pretty fantastic Easter egg if I do say so myself. Number 9. Although Shuri doesn't say it straight out, the sneakers that she made for her brother were a very clean nod towards an older movie called Back to the Future Part 2. She does say that the tech was inspired by an old American movie, but the title was never specified. But many fans speculated that it was a clear reference to Back to the Future Part 2 and McFly's futuristic self-lacing Nikes. Number 10. And last but not least, let's take a look at an Easter egg hidden in Iron Man 3. Within this movie, the Mandarin displays an interesting tattoo on the back of his neck that looks very similar to Captain America's shield. It really is hidden quite well because if you're just watching the movie without pausing it every second, you will miss it. But it definitely is a tattoo of Captain America's shield. The only difference is that the tattoo has an anarchy symbol instead of a star, but it's still obviously a nod towards the famous shield. That's all for today though. What'd you think of today's video? Let us know in the comments below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video, so I'll see you in the next one.